Okay, hi, this is Matt again from RaisStoves.com, and I'm with Jordan here, and we're now about ready to add more wood to our stove here.
So as you can see, handle's cool, so nice air-cooled handle again. I'm gonna open it up. Before I open it, I always like to just give it a couple of seconds, and that way any ash that instead of coming right out at you, lets that draft. It's just gonna take it right up to the top, so makes it easy that way. So I've got a couple of logs here. This is juniper. Hardwoods obviously are the best to burn. So fit that right on in there, and we'll throw a couple logs on top. And we're burning the local wood that we've got. Oak, real hardwoods are the best to burn in the stove. You can also burn softer woods like pines as well. They just tend to burn a little faster. So.
So what do you like about the curved glass? What do you think about that?
So the curved glass has some functional parts to it. Obviously, it's a beauty side as well. But as far as functionality, it actually will shoot the heat across the spectrum of the room instead of only shooting it straight out. So you really get to kind of radiate that heat around a room a lot easier that way. Also, just gives you a little bit more glass space and. Once again, part of this is just the sheer beauty of these stoves. So. It's kind of almost like a wine glass, You're enjoying your wine glass in front of the fire.
There you go.
That aesthetic, right?
Yeah, it gives a nice ambiance. So what about the secondary combustion?
So yeah, it has basically you've got your air control down here, and it's just a little slide tab. So you can see right there, boom, I can turn it way down, that's fully closed. We're gonna go all the way back open, and we'll see that combustion start back up again. So its most efficient burn method is when you're, you can see they have slots that label these. Once you get it fired up, then you can kind of go into that most efficient method. Basically what you want is these hot coals, they're roughly around the temperature of 1,000 degrees. So inside this firebox you're at 1,000, and then you can go down to that efficient combustion mode, and that's where the logs are going to burn the best. You're going to get the best heat radiance. I'm going to come back out because I like to have this really go, light up a little bit more. If I were to just want it to burn all day, then I probably wouldn't get as good of a fire going. But right now we want to show you some of the visual of what these logs burn like. And that's kind of that iridescence that's going to come out. You get to really enjoy the flames. So.
Now what about the heating capacity and the optimal output of this thing? How to manage that?
Yeah, these they're rated, and they rate these in Denmark, and it's really cold there. So in that sense, I would say they rate them to the low side as far as their heating capacity. This room that we're in, it's a pretty big room. I'd say we're in about 1,500 square feet. We have tall ceilings, up to 20-foot ceilings. They heat this with ease. So once again, we're using this as a secondary heat source. However, on most days we're not using our normal heat at all, and so temperature gets down to 60, and then we fire this up in the morning. And we've easily hit, we've hit 90 with ease. So I'm still kind of dialing in how much wood I want to have on the fire all day. But yeah, heats really, really well.
And how often do you add wood to it if you have it burning and it's like a cold day outside?
If I put, the other day we were, low of 0, high of probably about 20, maybe 25. And I had, a little bit bigger log than our bigger one there. And I think I burned through 3 of those all day long. So, one about every 5 hours it seemed like. Yep.
Gotcha. Now what about as secondary combustion starts, what about the efficiency and the particulate emissions that you get from that?
So it's that combustion is its most efficient. So that's where it's actually burning off its own emissions through these chambers that are in there. So that's actually where it is carbon neutral, and it's burning. It's pretty cool. I've been out and looked up the stack when we're burning at that efficiency. You see no smoke coming off of it. You don't have that, you're not smoking at your neighbor next door. The cities have ordinances now as far as what wood stoves you can be operating and their particulate matter that they burn, Rais is the best for that. So certain cities, even in Alaska, that is where you have to have basically a Rais stove to be operating. So yeah, very cool in that sense.
Yeah.
And there's nothing like a wood burning stove. I mean, you can't really. They do offer a gas version, but it's the ambiance of the wood and the process of wood is really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I could watch this instead of watching TV for sure.
Absolutely. A glass of wine, kick back on the couch, and you've got about the best show you can have.
All right.
Well, cheers.